injuries, which were able to be treated and allowed home. 3 were fairly critical and had to be admitted. For the 3, 2 of them have deep cut wounds to the scalp with a mild to moderate brain injury.
Kisii County Governor Simba Arati led a team of Kisii County officials to visit the victims and to condemn those behind the clashes.
My brother Kindiki, can you control your officers? Because I'm told they are under instruction to frustrate the running of the county government business so that they are seen to be a disorder. It's unfortunate that people who are breadwinners, they are now sleeping or they are lying in beds in the hospital under the full glare of the police officers.
Wakati kisa ilitokea nilikuwa kwa ofisi yenye iko hapo kwa county na nyuma ofisi ya bodaboda. Wakati tumekuwa tu hapo kwa ofisi tumekaa kidogo, ndio vijana wakatoka na chini kwa hiyo gate wakipiga kelele wakiwa na mafimbo na panga, wakaanza kututwanga tu.
Tuko hapa na sisi ndio serikali na serikali inatuchunga hapa. Tunaambia Mwenyezi Mungu asanteni sana kwa yale anatutendea.
Nilikuwa kwa ofisi kama kawaida kazi yetu. Watu wakakuja ambaye walikuwa wengi sana. Wakaanza kutufahamia. Wakiwa wanasema wao wanapewa support na serikali ya Ruto. Hiyo ndio kitu walikuwa wanasema, wakisema ati hawatambui serikali ya county. Wakatufahamia kwa ofisi yetu, wakaumiza pikipiki zaidi ya 8, walikuwa na katakata na majembe na mapanga walikuwa nayo.
This happens as the Azimio leader Raila Odinga accuses Kisii UDA leaders of sponsoring attacks against his supporters. Shedrack Kareria, Lookuptv.
The body of the remaining gold miner at Sigalagala mines that collapsed 9 days ago has finally been retrieved, totaling the number of those who succumbed from the accident to 4, with 7 survivors. Sitonshi Chief Wilfred Ashihavu and Kakamega County Representative Mildred Ashivani have lauded the efforts for the miners from Nyanza and Kakamega for making the activity successful, noting that the governor-led government will cater for the burial of the 4 casualties.
Mwanzo watu walikuwa nasema kuna miili 11, watu 15 ndio wamefunikwa. Lakini wakati tulianza uokozi ikifikia watu 9, walisema sasa watu ni 14. Baada ya kutoa mtu wa mwisho mwingine wakasema watu wako kwa shimo watu 3. Lakini kutoka siku ile kulikuwa tuna familia moja peke yake ndio ilikuwa inasema inadai hawana mtu wao. Na kufikia kwa hiyo uokozi ndio ilikuwa inabainika yeyote mwenye atapatikana wa pili ama wa 3, huyo enyewe hatukuwa tunamjua jina, lakini mmoja mwenye tumepata ndio tulikuwa tumefahamu kwamba angali kwa shimo.
Ningeomba wakazi ya jua kali, mnaweza kupitiana kwa maneno. Ninaomba yule tumesema mambo yenye muuliza atusamehe. Sisi pia tunajua labda kuna wale walikuwa wanaongea 1-2, tunakusamehe. Tukue kitu kimoja na tukue timu, hiyo ndio tulikuwa tunaomba. Nimeshukuru.
Tulijaribu kusaidiwa na serikali lakini ilishindwa, na vijana ambao walijitolea kwa kufanya hii kazi ninawapongeza sana, maana hata mimi peke yangu singeweza, lakini mlinishika mkono na mmefanya kazi mzuri pamoja na vijana wetu ambao wametoka kaunti ya Kisumu.
All right, let's move on then. Wiper Party has told off the Kenya Kwanza administration of attempts to buy their members to support the government. The Kalonzo Musyoka-led party says President William Ruto-led administration has made several attempts to break the Azimio coalition. They accused Kenya Kwanza of trying to return the country to a single-party state.
In a shameless effort to legitimize their fraud, the executive has made many attempts to divide the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition. They have openly used public institutions and public resources to entice individual members, quote unquote, in the name of development, to break ranks with their political parties. They have systematically tried to erode all the gains of multi-party democracy and our Constitution 2010 and take this nation back to one-party state. We, the leaders of the Wiper Democratic Movement, want to emphasize that we will not allow this country to retrogress to the dark days of the one-party state. Despite all their efforts, we remain united and indeed intact. Fellow Kenyans, it is a well-known fact that this government has consistently lied to you and still continues to lie to you to date. Today, the Mamamboga cannot pay rent. The boda can barely fuel their motorbikes. Our farmers have maize rotting in silos, yet this government is hell-bent on feeding Kenyans with GMOs. The average mwananchi is being overtaxed and overburdened. Unemployment is on the rise. Kenyans are losing their lives to senseless violence, and the state of insecurity is alarming. Enough is enough.
All right, let's move on then. Now, members of the public from Kandisi area in Kajiado North Sub-County have lauded police officers for minimizing crime in the region, especially during the December holidays. Kajiado North Sub-County Deputy Commissioner Patrick Mwangi has emphasized on the importance of community policing to enhance security with the Kajiado North Member of Parliament Onesimus Gongoyo, reiterating the Kenya Kwanza commitment to boost police officers' morale in a work and willingness to upgrade the existing police stations and posts for better service delivery to Kenyans.
Tumeona ni mfano mwema katika jamii, haswa katika ile mfumo wa serikali wa community policing ambao tunauliza wananchi wafanye kazi kwa ushirikiano na maafisa wa polisi. Na hapa Lemerepo Community Policing Welfare Group wameonyesha mfano mwema kwa wilaya yote kwa jumla, na tunaitisha kwamba zile community policing zingine zote kwa location zile zingine 23 kwa wilaya yetu wote waige huu mfano mwema, na ndio kwamba askari wawe na ile motivation, wawe na ile roho jema, wawe na uhusiano na ushirikiano wa karibu, na nina imani kwamba kazi imeimarika.
Sisi kama waunda sheria tunazidi kukabiliana na hizi changamoto kuhakikisha kwamba siku za usoni tutakuwa na police force ambaye is well equipped na zile vitu ambazo wanahitaji kufanya kazi, na wao binafsi watakuwa wamechungwa na serikali yao ili waweze kutekeleza jukumu yao kikatiba.
Nyinyi askari pia mjitolee tuhakikisha kwamba area yetu inakuwa na hiyo security, kwa sababu kama hakuna security development hakutakuwa. If we secure the place, development itakuwaga automatic, kwa sababu biashara zitakuwa, watu watafanya development, watu watakuja, na hiyo itakuwa ya maana.
Kila mwezi tunakuwa na mkutano, na tunakutana tunatengeneza mikakati yote ya security ya mwezi moja. Alafu tukikutana tunajua hii mwezi tutafanya hivi na hivi, na hiyo kazi mpaka ifanyike, kwa sababu mimi nikiwa chairman mpaka nafuatilia kwa inspector, na inspector anafuata sasa kulingana na ile mikakati tuliweka.
Masaga.
Right, a wrangle has emerged between Narok County Governor Patrick Ole Ntutu and Narok West Member of Parliament Gabriela Ole Tongonyo over a new Masai Mara management plan proposed by the Narok Governor. Speaking in Sekanani during a public participation forum, Governor Ntutu accused some of the leaders who are not supporting the plan, saying most of them are not interested with the community benefits.
Sisi tutashikana pamoja kuhakikisha ya kwamba wanyama ambazo ziko kwa Tanzania na zile ziko kwa Kenya, ni sisi binadamu tu ndio tuko na boundaries, lakini wanyama hawana boundary. Ndiposa tunataka tu kuambia wale ambao wanakuja katika hapa park, tumetengeneza mikakati ambayo itaenda kutusaidia kuelekeza mbali, hasa kwa management ya hii park. Na wananchi wote wa Narok County, leo tunakuanga na 6 sub counties. Mkutano kama hizi zimefanyika katika kaunti yetu, wananchi wameanza kukusanyika leo Narok, nimekuwa huko Lulunga na hapa.
Naona hii wananchi vile kusema maneno. Hii maneno inaletwa na gavana wa Narok hapa na ile makateli yake. Na mengine hilo ya kusema mambo ya management plan, mambo ya special plan, mambo sijui ecosystem Greater Mara. Tulikuwa tumeitisha tupatiwe nafasi mwafaka ya wananchi kutafsiriwa, kuzungumzia mambo kama hayo, wapate nafasi ya kusema maoni yao. Klaji makanisa tayari wameongea, wameambia county government wapatie wananchi muda. Council of Elders wameongea, wamesema wananchi wapatie muda wa kusoma hiyo maneno ndio waweze kutoa uamuzi wao.
Residents of Mbeere North are decrying not having electricity at their homes despite it being home to the Seven Forks Dam. They now claim that the lack of electricity has brought many challenges their way, with their students recording poor performances in schools, as Keitany now reports.
Despite hosting Seven Forks Dam, residents of Mbeere North in Embu County are lamenting about lack of electricity, with close to 400 villages being without power for years.
Tangu mimi nilisaliwa si kuona stima hapa, na sasa tunaona kitu ya muhimu sana kupata stima hapa. Na kuongezea, hii stima zimetoka hapa kwetu Mbeere, na watu wa Mbeere wamewaswa bila stima.
Lack of power has forced the residents to travel for about 10 kilometers to access electricity, a move which they say is costing them a lot of money, as the nearest town is Kiage. Parents also recorded their frustration as the situation now affects the performance of their children in school, as they use lamps to study.
Watoto wetu watakuwa wakisoma vizuri kwa sababu hapo mbeleni wakuwa wanasoma, hata mwaka hakuna. Sasa watasoma vizuri na wataperform vizuri. Mtoto alikuwa ameharibika macho, sasa hivi watoto wengi wanatumia miwani ili kusoma. Na ukienda kununua hiyo miwani ni pesa mingi.
Speaking during the installation of transformers at Ibutuka Primary School in Mbeere North of Embu County, the area member of parliament said it was a shame that the residents of Mbeere cannot enjoy the fruits of their own resource.
I have written a number of letters and I've held meetings with relevant offices, that is the CEO of Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Authority, as well as the regional director of Kenya Power, to ensure that all the 176 transformers we have in Mbeere North are under the last mile connectivity. They are promised that that is going to be done. Out of 176 transformers we have in Mbeere North, for each and every village to be covered, we need 668 transformers.
Geoffrey Ruku noted that he had written to the Rural Electrification Authority to install 500 transformers within the last mile project to reduce connection costs to the 40,000 homesteads.
Actually, more than close to 40,000 people in Mbeere North are in darkness. And it is unfortunate that the number of transformers we have in Mbeere North, we don't have not even a single transformer which is under the last mile connectivity.
Keitany, Lookuptv.
All right, let's move on. Now, the title race is taking an interesting turn after both Gor Mahia and Nzoia Sugar failed to win their respective games. Gor drew 1-1 with Ulinzi at the Nyayo Stadium, where the Posta Rangers held Nzoia Sugar to a similar scoreline at Sudi Stadium. Currently, Gor Mahia are leading the table with 34 points, 2 points ahead of Nzoia Sugar, who are at the second place. KCB are in the third place with 30 points, whereas Kenya Police and Tusker are fourth and fifth place with 28 points respectively.
It was an extremely physical game. We sort of expect that from Ulinzi. They came out like a steam train. You know, first 10 minutes we had to survive in the first 10 minutes because they came really hard. But again, look, I think in some ways we're disappointed to only draw the game. We sort of knew, like outside of the set pieces, Lindsay didn't really create any chances. That's not to say we created lots, but we definitely created 3 or 4 chances that were the better chances in the game. We scored a good goal. Austin got in another one. And like, I don't know how it's not a penalty on Omala towards the end of the first half. You know, he goes through, it's quite clear the guy takes his legs away and the referee's booked him for diving. And we take a point, you can't win every game. Lindsay will take a lot of points off a lot of teams. So, you know, it's another point, it keeps us up there at the top of the table. And, you know, we just keep pushing.
Hatuko vibaya kwa sababu ukiangalia hata sisi hamu yetu kubwa sana, unapata tumecheza na timu zote kubwa. Bado unapata hata leo tulikuwa tunatamani sana tupate hiyo win kwa sababu katika timu kubwa hizo big 5 zote ambazo tumecheza nazo zote tumepata tu draw peke yake. So tushukuru kwa draw kwa sababu Mungu akikupa amekupa. Huwezi sema unalazimisha, but in a tactical way naweza sema sisi tulikuwa vizuri. Tuna hizo chances tunazipotea. Sio lazima striker apate full chance. A half chance is a goal. Ushaona? But tunapata hizo chances but hatuziconcede. So lazima turudi sasa tuangalie kwa sababu attacking yetu hapo tunaweza sema kwa striking yetu kidogo naona kidogo tu ameshuka chini but watakuja juu.
My players wamefight. I think hiyo fight tukienda hii draw tumepiga, game ina come next itabidi tu tushinde game. Yeah. Kitu ya kwanza ni kwamba wakati tunafanya mazoezi tuna training tukiwa less na the other side wanakuwa more, so tuna anticipate hizi ni vitu happen kwa game of football.
Manake nikichukua ninio nikiangalia vizuri naona nime lose a lot of chances nime lose pale, na ukiangalia tumekuwa on this side sana, so maybe today we were yani leo ilikuwa nafaa tushinde. Ukiangalia vile game tumecheza na vile tumekuwa all the times tumekuwa katika goal
coming from, I think it's a big plus. 1 point is okay with me. I think we lost our last match, so it's an improvement for today's match, so I'm happy for that point. I think I need to fix a few things, especially in defense and in attack. Maybe just get some few players, 3 or 4 players to boost our defense and our midfield. I think with sharpening our attack and make sure our defense is intact, we'll be able to go ahead very well.
Defending champions Kabras Sugar tactician Carlos Katua says that they still have a long way to go to defend the title. Kabras Sugar won 29-23 against KCB RFC in an entertaining Kenya Cup match at the Waraka Sports Club Saturday. The victory was Kabras' second ever against the Bankers. Not only saw them go top of the league with 48 points, but also remain only side yet to lose a match in the league.
Down was on point. One of the few areas of concern right now is our line-out, as we lost a couple of line-outs. I don't understand. That is one of our best areas of attack. But again, I give credit to the boys. What the coaches could do is just give them the tools to work with. And the boys were just needed to come here and execute the game plan. And it's exactly what we got from the boys. A very exciting game. Again, I cannot take away the ability of the guys who, when they play, the defense is our biggest tool, our winning formula. I think if you look at in terms of possession in second half, we had less possession, but the defense that the guys showed was tremendous and it's top notch. But the issue of us as Kabras not being able to manage momentum change, and it's something that we are trying to work on at practice, you know, simulate how we work on if we don't have momentum. How do we slow down the game? How do we get ourselves back into positive momentum? And then with the issue of decision making, look, it's boiling down to certain different individuals. It's something that we've worked really hard from the beginning of off-season, pre-season, because it was our biggest issue since about 2 years. But now I think we are getting better. We are scoring tries. Backline is actually even hitting some good tries. Whereas in the past we just relied on the forwards. But now you can see that the team is gelling and it's clicking. And the one big thing that was important that helped us is the unification around our defense, where the team was defending with a high line, but in a united front. But we were in sync in our defense.
Well, now, for all those who know, Arsenal is back at the top of the league. Not saying that I'm bragging, I'm just giving you an update of exactly what happened over the weekend. Arsenal now, they're back again. The Elephant apparently is back. The house developed cracks last week, but it looks as if we've got the right cement and the cracks do not appear to be threatening now. We're back at the top of the league as well. Man United are playing good football currently. If you close your eyes on the first half, the scare that they had against Leicester. Man City, nobody knows exactly what's going on. They again failed to solidify their league at the top of the table. Guess what? It goes on and on and on, all the way to the wire. Looks as if now it's 3 teams back in it again. Because if you look at the difference in points from Arsenal to Man United, we're number 3 on the log with 49 points, isn't it? Yes. Could be just 6 points different if you close your eyes on the one match that Arsenal have in a hand against the top 3. Guess what? We wait and we play. They say a game at a time. We take a tiny break right here on the Morning Drift. Once we come back, Ian Keitany will be returning with the newspaper review this morning.
How do women do it?